Today we're looking at finding the x-intercept and the vertex of a parabola, and you always want to find the vertex first. And the reason for that is once we find the x component of the vertex, we'll plug it back into the original equation to find its y component. And if that y component is equal to 0, we have already found the x-intercept, and that just saves you some time. So to start off with this problem, we're going to use the negative b over 2a, and that's how you find the x component of the vertex. So we know our b is 8, so we get negative 8 over 2, and then our a is 1. So we get negative 4, or negative 8 over 2, which is equal to negative 4. Now that we have this value, we're going to plug it back in. So we get negative 4 squared plus 8 times negative 4 plus 15, and negative 4 squared is 16, 8 times negative 4 is minus 32, and plus 15. We know 16 minus 32 is negative 16 plus 15, and that just equals negative 1. So that's our y component. So our vertex, I'm just going to write b for it, is at negative 4, negative 1. Alright, so since this y component isn't equal to 0, we're going to have to go in and find the x-intercepts. And how we do that is we're just going to use the ACB method. So for the ACB method, we want to multiply a times c. So 1 times 15, we get 15. And for our b, it's 8. And what we want to do is go through the factors of 15 and find two numbers that add up to get us 8. So we know 1 and 15 doesn't work. We know 3 and 5 does. And what we can do with these is break up this term. So we get x squared plus 3x plus 5x plus 15. And now we'll break it up into groups. So we know we can pull out an x in this first one. We'll get x plus 3. And then we can pull out a 5 in the second one. And we'll get x plus 3 again. And since these two are the same, we can combine their coefficients. So we get x plus 5, x plus 3. And that means our x-intercepts are negative 5 and negative 3. And all I did is set each one of these binomials to 0. So for our second problem, we're going to go through it again and first find the vertex. So we know negative b, so negative 6 over 2a, and a is 1 again. So we get negative 6 over 2, which is equal to negative 3. Now we're just going to plug it back in to find the y. So we get negative 3 squared plus 6 times negative 3 plus 9, and that gives us 9 plus negative 18 plus 9. That's negative 9 plus 9, so that equals 0. And that means the vertex is also our x-intercept. So our vertex is at negative 3, 0, and that's also our x-intercept.